Okay, time to go. Let's go. Hi, Barbara. Why do I get all these notifications? Immediately I go on live. Whatever. We'll give it a few minutes for people to come in. So, hi, Terry Brett. Um, I think we're going to do some illuminated letters today, and then I'll be giving them away. And I'm going to work out of the Illuminated Letters book that I showed a week or so ago. I was going to use stencils for the letters just to speed it up, but I couldn't find any I liked. Hi, Dee Dee. So, yeah, so I guess I'll just be drawing them. Some of them might be wonky, and that's okay too, I guess. So, yeah. I can hardly wait to get the bird book from Dee Dee because the snark I apply will be so different than what you guys were suggesting. Y'all are very nice. Like, you don't know how to do snark well. I think for snark to be really good, it has to be mildly offensive. And then if it's deserved, it can be greatly offensive. That's just my approach to snark, you know? But y'all are nice. And you prove it over and over again, you know? Which reminds me, Dee Dee, I did get a package from you on Saturday, and I actually meant to send you a message, and I must have gotten sidetracked. But I got the monkey. Is he not the best? Hi, Alyssa. So, I don't know where he's going to live, but I'll find a good place for him to live. Yeah, Terry, that's why I thought use a stencil. But the thing is, it takes time. You know, you can't be a mess about it. I'll pull out the Pantone card ones that I've done. But Dee Dee, thank you for the monkey. I very love him. And the pencils. I have enough crimson red pencils forever. But these are cool. If you've never tried the Color Erase, they are truly erasable. So, hey, Colleen, I'm glad they gave you permission to start walking around, because that's got to make your life a whole lot better. I'm not kidding. So, yeah. Hang on. Checking the messages. Put him in the Beast. Dee Dee, you know, the problem with putting stuff in the Beast, as much as I'd like him to live in the Beast is so fleeting. You know, like it's here today, gone tomorrow. So I'm almost tempted to put him in the scavenger hunt book, or I don't know. The Beast is just, okay. Jamie's messaging me that him and Jill are twinning. Oh my God, they bought matching guns. Those two. Anyway, thank you. But he has to find a good place. He really does. Hi, Joan. Who else have I missed coming in? I don't think I've missed anybody. Anyway, so that, and then Kimberly made, and Dee Dee showed hers this morning. Kimberly made this really cute tag. Today is a good day for a good day. Now that's the kind of snark you guys do. Today is a good day to avoid people who annoy you. So thank you, Kimberly. That was so thoughtful. So nice. She always includes material and everything. So, hey, Dorothy. Hi, Christopher. You missed a fun stream at Dee Dee's this morning. We did snark and bird coloring books. And hi, Linda. I'm keeping Tim in my prayers. Last I saw you, you said he was doing better every day and was regaining, had 100% balance. So that's awesome. So most book chat. Yeah, there was book chat too, but it was not that big a deal. It was good. Book suggestions are always good. Let me look to here for the Illuminated Letters. I did the D, which I've shown a million times. And then my favorite, which is the M. So, you're going to watch the video tonight? Well, it'll be fun because the Fibs are really funny people. So, that's all I really had to show. I haven't ordered anything new. However, my Amazon cart is overflowing right now, and especially after Dee Dee's this morning. Ugh. So, yeah. Chicken chat, chicken chat. Yeah, I like Good News Mondays. Colleen's up walking. Tim has 100% balance. What's not good about that? So I thought I would watercolor the Illuminated Letters. If we find out that we don't like watercoloring them, we'll switch over to another medium. You got this, you got this, you got this. Yes, you do. A snarky book. Well, they weren't doing snarky during the book review. She was just showing some books that she has stored up to read for September. So, okay, now the question I have is, do I want to do these Illuminated Letters just every day, or do I want them Christmas so that the stuff I draw on them is Christmas related? Oh, Colleen, I'll bet you snark. Okay. Yeah, I'm pulling for Tim. So I'm just going to pick, okay, Dee Dee, you pick somebody out of the audience for me to illuminate their name letter. Because I don't know how many I'm going to get done. So, Kimberly, I just showed your tag. Thank you. I love your little hand creations. They're so awesome. In fact, I had the Christmas card. I keep a box of Christmas cards and stuff like that. I actually saw the one you sent last year too. So they always bring back happy memories. You picked Kimberly? Okay, Kimberly it is. Let's look what the K is like. Oh, darn. Oh, well, I know what I'll do. Here's the K that they have in the book. I'm looking it up real quick. There's the K that's in the book. I'm naturally going to draw it a little bit bigger. And there it is in color. So I think I'm going to switch it over and we'll do Christmas theme. How about that? I'll use the K to draw the letter, but then we'll, I think I'll do Christmas. Do you guys want Christmas? And I just cut out some watercolor paper in 6x6, but because there's so much white, I have to have focus, you freak. All right, let's get out a pencil, and we know we're going to need an eraser, so get out a couple of erasers. And I think the card is 6x6, so I'll do the letter. 2 inches is too small, maybe 3 inches. So we'll leave 1.5 inches at the top and the bottom. Yeah, that'll be a pretty good size letter. I think. So that's about where my, Dorothy, I didn't tell you to pick anybody, so I don't know why you're butting in. Now that's some snark. We're going to do Kimberly first. And unless you guys speak up and say, don't use every day. And part of the reason I wanted to do this is because we've got the scavenger hunt coming up. And part of it's going to be alphabet. So you guys are going to have to figure out what to do with all these letters that we have in the alphabet. You know what I mean? Hey, Lena. Lena, you were cracking me up this morning. You crack me up every time. If you haven't watched Lena's videos, go watch Lena's videos. Okay, so I don't care if the serifs go outside this. I'm going to try and keep the basic letter. About that size. And the thing about illuminated letters is you've got to leave enough room to decorate them and embellish them, you know? Lena is a good snarker, for real, for real. I'll straighten up these lines when I ink them. I actually like the serifs on this one, so I'm going to use the ones as shown. I wasn't sure if I was going to use watercolor or some other medium. Watercolor won out as usual. Okay. Fatten that up a little bit. I already know what I'm going to do for the border on this one, I think. All right, there's the basic K. Can you guys see okay? Hi, Anne. Oh, you got back from the vet? They have to do blood work? You picked first, but it took a while to get over the pond? Yeah. All I can say is it sucks to be you, Dorothy. I'll have time to do more than one. All right, caught up with chat. This one actually came out kind of Christmas colors anyway, so. Okay. All right. There's your basic K. Now I just got to straighten up the lines. Hi, Leah. I hope I haven't missed anybody coming in. All right. What's the best pen? I think we'll use The eye needles are pretty much waterproof, so let's use them since I'm going to do watercolor. Snark residuals, yeah. See, this is all Dee Dee's fault. She got me in a snarky mood and then just left me hanging out to dry. What can I say? Yeah, I want it coming in here. Comes out a lot better if you don't have to, if you can make all of your strokes with one movement rather than having to stop like I'm having to do here, if you know what I mean. Okay. I think for the inside, I'm actually going to use some watercolor pencils. Without all the black marks. That's what I'm thinking. What kind of pencil I use? This pencil is a Graph Gear 1000. You can get them in several different sizes. I have the 357 with HB lead in it. It's very nice. The nicest thing about these pencils is they're weighted so perfectly. Hi, View. Yeah, this is just a number 2 HB, but you can buy all different kinds of lead for it. The size is what's critical, but you can get blue lead. You can get all different kinds of lead. But in the Graph Gears, I always use number 2 HB. And my favorite watercolor pencils are Statler. I don't have a bunch, so it's not like these are the best that I've ever tried. I've just not tried that many. But the nice thing about these is if you draw with them and you're watercoloring, the watercolor kind of just blends in and you don't see. Yeah. You can buy all different kinds of lead. I think they come with number 2 HB. All of the Graph Gears do. I'm going to do these embellishments in black, though. had a bunch of ideas what I was going to do today. They all just seem too damn messy. Alyssa, yeah, I like this book a lot, but actually go on Thrift Books. I think it was Thrift Books, and just look up Illuminated Letters. They've got a bunch of different really nice ones on there. I've got a couple of them in my cart. Whether or not I'll buy them, I don't know. We'll see, because my Amazon cart is overflowing. But yeah, I do like this book, and I think it's only like $11 or something on Amazon, and it gives you space to draw, which I don't generally draw in my books, but for basic letter shapes and stuff like that, I think this is an excellent book. There's so many out there though. So yeah, you can shop around and find. I can get out some other ones if you like. But I like the dangle letters too. I think it's just all what you like. Okay, so we have a basic design going on here. I think it's pretty good. I like it so far. I'm just going to fan it and make sure that ink is dry. Dee Dee, we have all the same everything, because we probably had the same everything since we were teenagers, because one, we're in the same generation. Our the things we like are all the same. Yeah, so when she shows like the old Dover books and stuff, I forgot to do that, but I'll do that right now. It's just like, oh, I've had that forever. Oh, I've had that forever. Difference is a lot of my Dover books were cut up because I actually used them in work and stuff like that. So mine are kind of cut up. But the stained glass ones and stuff like that, yep, we have all the same stuff. And then if Dee Dee shows something she likes, I buy it, because if she likes it, I know I'm going to like it. And I'll probably go ahead and shade these with colored pencil. I did finish the ornaments. After I did that ornament, where is it? This ornament online, I changed it a little bit and made some more, but they're not available anymore because they got sent in the mail. Right, Alyssa? Yeah, see, yeah, I would say just do it. Just buy it. I'll just erase this lightly so I kind of know where I'm going. I wasn't sure if I should watercolor or not, but here I am. Here I am. Okay. The hearts are going to be red. Let's do, you can do a little bit of blue. Gee, I almost wrote on my good paper. That's violet. I wanted a darker blue. Yeah, this one will be okay. So I can give myself some guidelines inside, but when I add the water, this line will disappear. Oh, you know what else I could have used? Oh, why don't I think? I can do it for the next one, though, is to use the Graphitint. See, so I can sketch lines like that, but that's all going to disappear. So that's a good thing. Oops. We'll see how well these erase. Pretty good. Now we'll just do random little hearts in here. And then I can go back and embellish with the gold too if I want. I did use a lot of that gold ink doing those, the ornament art. These, used a lot of gold ink on those. I might have to reorder my gold ink. Wouldn't that be horrible? Kind of little there. Okay. You can tell I didn't have a plan, huh? I think it's going to come out pretty though. All right, and I think I'll use, well, no, I'm going to use the watercolors. I got out the Mission Gold watercolors. I really love these paints of all the paints, and I'll use the, I think the Viridian for the green because it's so pretty. Because I have no room, I'll have to set that up out of the way. And I always have to test. Yep, that's a good green. Like it, like it, like it. Now it's going to just get tedious. And this is the brush that Linda and Tim sent me. Princeton. And you can crash it down for travel. It's a very nice brush. I have to say I love it. And I normally use a black velvet. But yeah, I like this just fine. And because it's pretty brand new, the tip is still pristine. Don't put your hands in the wet watercolor. We can add some gold dots to this green border. That's going to be pretty. Oh, I was going to show you guys. I'll take a break here when I have to let something dry and show you guys. I had a dream last night. For a lot, well, I don't want to say a lot of years, but when I very first met Robert Vaughn, which was in the year 2000, we bought a boat a big 40-foot Chris Craft wooden boat. Why we did this, I don't know. I think he found a really good deal on this boat, and we decided to renovate the boat, which we did. Hired somebody to put a new bottom on the boat and refinished all the wood and turned it into a really, really nice boat. So after we got it all done, which took, I don't know, we probably worked on that boat 2 or 3 years. And we stayed on it a lot. We kept it in a marina. My dock is not big enough to accommodate a 40-foot boat. Well, it did. We could tie it up to the outside of my dock, but we rented a slip at a marina and would just spend hours and hours and hours over at the marina working on this boat. Well, after we got it finished, we decided, okay, we're going to live on it for one entire summer. And we had thought about taking it over and putting it in the Arkansas and traveling the intercoastal waterways. We never did that because I got freaked out because of the size of the engine and the gas tank. There weren't enough spots for us to get fuel all the way down the Mississippi. So we would have had to haul gas on the boat, and that did not sound real safe to me. So that whole idea kind of went by the wayside. But anyway, we decided we were going to live. Oh, I was going to put a heart in there. No, I'm not. So anyway, we decided to live on the boat right here on Grand Lake. And so when you live on a boat, there's not a whole hell of a lot to do, right? And so I arted a lot. And in my dream last night, we were living on the boat again, only we weren't on Grand Lake. We were somewhere else. And I was arting like I did after the boat was all finished. And the boat had had 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, kitchen, living room. I mean, it was a big boat. Anyway, in my dream, I was working on a piece of art. And when I woke up, I remembered this. And I thought, well, where did that piece of art go? And I was never happy with the results. And I've thought so many times since then, and maybe that's why I dreamt about it, because it was in my brain, that I want to redo that piece of art. So this morning I went and searched and I found it. So I'll show you guys, and maybe I'll redraw it. I don't think I want to draw it on stream, because when you see it, you'll see why. I don't necessarily want to draw it on stream. You guys go cuckoo. Well, I already do cuckoo stuff that makes you cuckoo anyway. But anyway, yeah. When I get to a place where I got to let this dry, I'll pull it out and show you guys. So after I had that dream, and I thought, well, I got to get this out of my head, obviously. Oh, I would have had good Wi-Fi on the boat. Yeah, we had fine Wi-Fi on the boat, because we were in a marina. I mean, we were paying slip rent and all that stuff. So, yeah, we had Wi-Fi. We had a clean out. We had everything we needed right there. The thing we didn't have, and this is the problem with living on a boat, you don't have a grocery store. But we kept the car at the marina, so that wasn't really a problem for us. And then laundry on the boat is also an issue. So when we had laundry to do, we just drove the boat to the house, and I used my own laundry room. But otherwise, I cooked on the boat. I did everything on the boat. That must be the reason for the lack of snark. She was searching. That could be Marsh. No, I was paying totally attention. Banana boat song even got my fingers wrong on the keyboard. Yeah, so I got to get that out and redo it. Let's see. We're going to let this continue. That was a long story to tell, just to show you guys a piece of art. But the saying on the piece of art is kind of snarkish, so it does kind of fit in. Hi, Marsh, by the way. I'm convinced you guys don't know the meaning of snark. This would be probably a whole lot easier if I did it in markers, don't you think? Let's do these green. And I'll add one more. I can use those little tools that I got to make the dots. I'm so excited that I figured that out. Anyway, to finish the boat story, it wasn't just the art. We ended up selling the boat. And of course, Robert made some good money on it, which was good. And the guy who bought it lived on the boat for about 5 years. And then I don't know what happened. I think he blew up the engine. Hi, Nettie. And the next time we saw the boat, we were driving through a town that's about 7 miles from here. And the boat was up on stands. And I don't know if the guy couldn't afford to get it fixed. I don't know what the heck happened. But that boat sat out in the weather because at the marina, of course, it was covered and everything. Until finally that boat just rotted. It absolutely rotted. Are you having pizza cheese allergies? I don't know what I'm having, Dee Dee. I did actually do my medicine today. Hi, Nettie. Did I say hi? Hi, Missy. Anybody I missed coming in? So yeah, the boat ended up out of the lake until it just, I guess, rotted. You can't leave a wooden boat out in the elements. Somebody should have told that bozo. So all that hard work that we did, every time I drove by that boat, I was just like, I can't believe all that work we did. We painted the outside, blah, 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 blah. And he just let it sit out there and rot. Idiot. So yeah, that's what happened with the boat. Actually, I'm glad we sold the boat. At the end of the day, it was fun to do. It was fun to live on, but really to drive across the lake, because it had twin engines, right? And like a 300-gallon tank for the fuel. And we could use both tanks going across the lake. This is a really big lake. But driving around a big boat like that, one, is not cheap. And it would cost you about $300 to go to the other end of the lake. But you were doing it in style, mind you. And that was the end of my boat renovation days. I learned more about mahogany and boat stuff than I ever cared to know. Get an aluminum boat. They're lightweight and don't cost so much. Coming along pretty happy. I'm really happy right now with this. Yeah, the brush is a Princeton. Let's see. I'll read it right off here. Aqua Elite in size 8. If I was going to buy another one, which I might, I would also get the 6. I like a little bit smaller brush, but I have to say, I've used this brush quite a bit now, and I really, really like it. I like it a lot. Hopefully these will look like little hearts. I can do some little bit of cleanup with the blue, but not much. I'll show you that art after I do these hearts real quick. If Dee Dee asks me if I'm having allergies, I must be sniffing a lot. I do it so much all the time that I don't even notice. It does hold a lot of water and paint really well. So if you're shopping, this is a pretty good brush. And before this one, I would have just said, if you're going to spend the money, and I have no idea how much they cost, frankly, because this was a gift. I would say just go get the black velvet. The silver black velvet. Nice, nice brushes. And of all the supplies you can buy for watercolor, I would say brushes make a big difference. And that may just be how you feel about it. I don't know. But brushes and paper. I think you can make great art with cheaper paints if you have good paper and a brush that's comfortable and easy to control. Shop, just ordered one. Good girl, Nettie. I love when people come here and shop because I go other places and shop like crazy. I told Dee Dee if she's going to send that book, that means I have to order those pens. Oh, I goofed up that heart. Clean it up with the blue. A friend of Robert's stopped by this morning, and they were talking about, I don't know, Dee Dee's heard about it because she told me about it, I think, before I'd even heard about it, that there's some company that is planning on putting like a huge amusement park in down here, about 15 miles from my house. And he talks to more people than we do, for sure. He said that there is a ton of development planned for around the lake. You guys, I have loved my quiet little life out here. They better not wreck it. I'm not kidding you. I was just like, they're doing what? Housing, RV parks, just everything. Oh, all right. Take a break real quick, and I'll show you that art so I can put that notebook away. It's pretty cute. Kimberly gets all the hearts. All right, I'm going to move this off because I need the space. Pull you guys out. And this is just a book of art that I collected up and needed a place to put it, so it all went in here. And I've got a lot of swatches in the first part of the book. Oh, I just showed everybody my address. Yeah, a bunch of swatches and color mixing, and I don't know what all this is or why I had done a lot of it. A lot of it's just ideas that I sketched out. So it would be like a Society of Idea Collectors notebook, right? Different ideas that I had that I maybe didn't follow through on. That was little Roxy, little sketch while she was all curled up. Yeah, I just moved it, Dee Dee. So all this art came from who knows where. Probably saw it somewhere and thought, oh, I want to try that someday, or I want to remember that. So I would just do it and shove it in here. Lettering. I've always loved lettering. Here's an illuminated. I did actually use these in illuminated letters for my genealogy book. Those were names in my genealogy. Here's a bunch of illuminated lettering. Okay, this is the piece of art that I want to redo. And I just sat and did this on a boat. But now I want to redo it. I want to redo it really bad. So, and what I ended up not liking about it is, for whatever reason, the my lettering feathered. What happened to Dorothy? I have to go back. My niece had some of her husband. Oh, Dorothy, I hate that. So, you leaving, Colleen? We'll catch you later. Yeah, don't overdo it. So this piece of art I want to redo. I should take it out of here right now so I remember that I want to redo this. Much bigger on watercolor paper. So, yep, that's the piece of art that somehow, some reason, popped into my dreams last night. And I remember this because it was a card I did for somebody who was a nurse. I think it was my neighbor's, I don't know. Here's some more illumination. And I need to just finish this and do the lettering. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. So I've been at this crap for a long, long time. And this was some stuff I did. I worked with a church in Tulsa, and they came up with this, I don't know, campaign, I guess, that it's a God thing. And so I did a bunch of different stuff for them. And we put It's a God thing on a bunch of their merchandise. So, yeah. Yep, I didn't realize there was so much illumination in here. This I did for a border for a picture of my granddaughter. That's actually, that border I used, and it's in a frame with my granddaughter's picture in it. This was a card for Robert's daughter. This I love because it's a continuous knot. And it starts here. Love is a virtue that endures forever. A link of matchless jewels none can sever. They on whose breast this sacred love doth play shall after death the fruits thereof embrace. Amongst the many pleasures that we prove, none are so real as the joys of love. Oh, it starts here. For this is love, and worth commending, still beginning, never ending. Love is a virtue that endures forever. So it just goes on. It's a never ending knot. And I don't think it ended up like this. I think I ended up using the orchids for the flowers, but the words went in this never ending dot for when she got married. Thanks, Lena. Yeah, Jackie and Jim, August 2002. A successful marriage is not just in finding the right person, but in being the right person. And here's a bunch of Celtic knots. A lot of junk in here. Thanks, Lena. But yeah, I do want to redo this one. I don't know why. If not for the last minute, nothing would get done. So I've done this kind of intricate illumination, whatever, for a long, long, long time. And I like it. And if you don't practice it periodically, you kind of lose it. Well, you get rusty. Yeah, that's a lot of years of just junk that I've kept. I hate to think the stuff I've thrown away. All right, let's get the blue done. What blue in the background? I think I'll use cerulean or cobalt. Yeah, I use cobalt. Move all my tools. And what I showed was actually maybe like the prototype or something, because most of that was done for other people. And so the originals went away. Do you remember doing Mr. Potato Head? What do you mean? You mean playing it, or what Mr. Potato Head did I do, Dorothy? I think as a kid I had Mr. Potato Heads. But now that's probably like gender appropriation or something, and we can't play that anymore. So You could just as easily do this with markers, you guys. And I might have been smarter. It would have come out a lot cleaner if I had. So I just like doing watercolor on here. Most of my art, in fact, I don't even have anymore. I've given it to people, or I rarely do anything for me to keep. What did I do with the original, Dorothy? Do you know? Because I don't remember seeing a Mr. Potato Head around here. I drew Mr. Potato Head. Are you kidding? Wonder what I was thinking. Doesn't surprise me that some of the crap I draw minions, and I wouldn't mind drawing the Grinch, actually. Have you guys seen on Instagram, there's a video going around. I've seen it a couple different times, so I'm assuming a lot of people have seen it, of the Grinch in a grocery store dancing. Funniest thing ever. It makes me want to go do it. Like, I'm not even kidding. Was it in the butt phase, Dot? In the butt phase. Go down in history. Oh, that was during the butt phase. No, it wasn't in the butt phase. Dee Dee, I'm pretty sure I did not draw Mr. Potato Head. I did draw a carton of eggs, though. See how the blue colored pencil just disappears? So that's the nice thing. For sketching your watercolor art with the colored pencils, because you don't have to erase the lines. I'm really butchering these damn hearts, but I'll fix them with a pen probably. Butchering them, I tell you. Try not to get hard water lines if I can help it. The butts on things was a good roll, though, I have to say. I'll read chat when I get this done, and then we'll start with the detail. We'll be happy. You guys, I did bring my Christmas tree up from the basement, but I haven't. It's all decorated and everything. Now, this is how sad and lame I am. I brought it up from the basement, and it's small, so it fits in a Mr. Coffee box. I brought it up, set it down on one of the counters in the kitchen. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. Robert came up. I was cleaning upstairs yesterday. He came up and he said, "Hey, did you get a new coffee maker?" No, that's one from about 20 years ago. Oh, I'm so lame. I actually was planning on doing it yesterday, but Robert's bathroom was way messier, dirtier. than I thought, and it took a lot longer. So, yeah. Butts on Things was classics. My butt era. Hey, Bossy Butt. Speak of the instigator for all my bad stuff. She made me do it. I did not order that toothpaste dispenser, Devin, in case you're wondering. She sent me a product. It's a toothpaste dispenser that's a wiener dog, and you press on the wiener dog, which dispenses the toothpaste out of his butt. I did not order that. I thought, now I'll do a lot of things, but that might be going just a little too far. But leave it to Devin, Miss Bossy Butt over there, to lead me astray. Like I can't think of this crap on my own. All right. That was tedious, wasn't it? I'm going to go over this one because it came out too light. Now I have to decide how much gold to put on this bad boy. I think I'll use the glass dip pen. Last time I tried it with the gold, it didn't work that well because that gold ink dries so fast. But we'll try it again. Okay, Devin, go have fun with your art, buddy. Okay. Get out the gold ink. You have to shake that pretty good because all the mica, I'm sure, sinks to the bottom when you're not looking. Where's the glass pen? For those of you who, I think it's the artist that did the ornament that I made last week. She's been doing like an Advent thing for December, and she's been using the diamine inks. That girl is going to spend all my money. Use a gold pen around the hearts. That probably would be a whole hell of a lot easier, wouldn't it? I think I'll use a Posca, Dee Dee. I don't even know where my gold gel pens are. They might be down here. Yeah, I don't know where they even are. But I do like the gold Posca a lot. And it's a whole heck of a lot easier to control. All right, now we're going to do an experiment. This has some nice gold ink, I think. It may not write though, it's so old. That one's too fat. I do have a skinny gold one though. I know I do. How can a person have so much stuff? I don't know where my gold gel pen is. Gel pens are, Dee Dee. I don't have a special place for them, so they get put everywhere. She's saying the Posca isn't bright enough. Let's just see, Dee Dee. We can always go over it. That's yellow. This is one of the best gold pens I've ever had, the Zig Painting, but I'm pretty sure it's out and I only kept it because I have the silver. Hey, Safia. Catching a lie for once. Is that bright enough for you? That, I have to say, nothing beats this. Nothing. Let me see what I've gotten here. I got so much stuff. There's the gold Posca that I was talking about. Let's see what else. I tried that one. Let me think. Maybe the gel pens are down here. Geez, Dee Dee, you're making this so freaking hard. Stuff's falling all over. My mouse is on the ground. All right. Let's look in here. This is all white, I think. Not seeing the gold in there. Hang on, I'm looking. I know I have some. It's just where did I decide to put them? I know I separated them. One more minute and I'm done looking. Okay, if you were a gel pen at my house, where would you hide your worthless butt? I don't use gold that often. All right, that'll be my chore for this week. The Starlight glitter pens. I didn't buy them, Dee Dee. I don't have Starlight glitter pens. Hi, Barbara Clark. Real gold leaf beats all. This is true, Dorothy. Some of us go through life not having all that cool stuff. This is the one we're using, okay? Take it or leave it. If I don't use that, I'm using this with the glass pen. Well, you need them. No, I don't need them. I'm already buying those pens that you showed this morning. It's just what I need. $50 of pens, more pens. All right. Let's see if this wants to work. It did not work the last time, so. I don't know why the dip pens really don't work well. I'm not going to mess with that. Sorry, Dee Dee. We're going easy. Easy. I'll only get one done if I have to dink around with this crap forever, okay? What did Kimberly say? Poor Janet doesn't have any pens. I know, Kimberly. I want everybody to feel really, really sorry for me, okay? Could you do that? And I don't know how well this is going to show up. I guess I should pull you guys back down a little bit so you can see how badly I screw up. It's gold, Dee Dee. Crybaby. I called the Fibs crybaby in chat this morning because the first link we got for the pens that Dee Dee showed were, they didn't have the pouch. Oh my God, we got to have the pouch. I'm not going to buy the ones with the pouch, I don't think. I won't keep them in the pouch. I was more excited about using the dot maker. But this is good, Dee Dee. It's okay. And this is a whole heck of a lot easier to control. I really don't think I have any glittery pens. I really don't. Or if I do, I've not used them in so long. They've fallen into a black hole, never to be seen again. I am going to use the gold for the dots, though. I'm proud of myself that I have some glittery watercolors that I don't ever use. I'm glad I outlined them. They're coming out a lot better. I can't decide. I think I will. Keep the ink flowing. It's like the King of Hearts. If you've not bought these ultra fine Poscas, get them. Just spend the money and get them. Not enough pens, not enough rulers. That is the absolute truth. I'm pitiful, and it pretty much sucks to be me. That's all I can say. All right, let me get out my little dot tool. Hi, Shelly. Pentel Sparkle Pop Gel Pens. Guess what I'm probably not going to own? I do like Pentel products, though. I will say that. I do love Pentel products. I'm just not a glittery kind of person. I guess I shouldn't even say that. If I'm doing something for somebody else and they like it, then it shouldn't matter what I like, right? What size dots do we want? These tools actually came with some transfer paper. They were not sold to be dotting ink. Just saying. You love your glittery pens. More power to you is what I got to say about that. Those are going to be pretty small little dotaroos on there. Yeah, those are the ones we're going to use, though, because we don't have a lot of room in some of the areas. So, and I'm just going to randomly do this. So, wish me luck. Can you see that? Bring it down. Come on, focus, you freak. There you go. So that one got a little big. Works best to ink it up between each dot. Otherwise, you get a little black mark in the center. Ask me how I know that. I learned the hard way, which is generally how I have to learn things. So, not surprising. I guess I should put dots in the serifs as well. The next one, I think we're going to try markers, even though I put it on watercolor paper. See if we can't move a little faster. See how here I don't have hardly any room at all, so they got to be pretty tiny little guys. My bad. And this is when you don't want to get your hand in the wet ink, okay? Just saying. So I've been resisting the urge. I mentioned the Zentangle artist who's using those diamine, I think is how you pronounce it, inks for the whole month of December. Ugh. That is a hard urge to resist, man. I'm just saying. There's so many really pretty ones. Do a big dot where they meet. And Kimberly, you won't have to send me your address. I already have it. Wonder if I should do white dots in the back of the blue on here. Hey, CB. You're running all over town? Oh, I've seen that, Dorothy. The inks that have the different colors on the edge, they're nice. They're cool. I'm not sure how much I would use them, but I think the diamine inks, I kind of think I would use them. How's wit, CB? And these I'm just going to alternate because there's not enough room to do 2 rows. Okay. So far, so good. You should be worried that I have your bank PIN number, because if I have it, I'm going to use it. I got to bring him home late yesterday. He's a little weak, but doing okay. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, so now I think that's enough of the gold. I'm going to get out the white, and we'll do some white dots in amongst the hearts. Didi, I thought I would try it with calligraphy. There are videos on his site. Okay. Hold up to the camera. Can you guys see the gold? Almost done. I'm going to do some white dots. I'll use the Zig white because I know it's the right consistency because I used it over the weekend. I've been a busy girl this last week. All right, let's give this a go. No, not in that one. Whew. Almost goofed up there. Don't need a huge number, but we'll put some white dots in there. Break up the background. And then I am planning on putting borders on these, but I think I'll do that offline so that when the recipient gets it, there's another little surprise. The problem with doing like something like this on top of watercolor is the white might absorb some of the watercolor from underneath. I think I did it thin enough that it shouldn't do that, but if that happens, oh, I want a smaller dot for over here. If that happens, best thing probably to do is to let it dry good and then just go over it again. Okay, now I got a really tiny one. Since I don't have much room over here, I'll just use really tiny dots. And I didn't show the product. I will if anybody wants to see what the product is. Zig puts out a package of they're black, they're white. I think there was 2 different blacks and then the white. It's just Zig white ink. Water soluble, cleans up really easy. You can use it as a cover up. I love my new dotting tools, CB. I love them. I love them. Okay, now I want a really fine line red pen. Let's see what I've got up here. I've got Statler. This one, yeah, this is really a fine line one. And I have one more to add because I was going to add one up here. Black pen, there we go. We'll just add one. Looks all feathery. Yeah, the white will really help. And then I'll put some highlights on the hearts. And then offline, I'll probably do a little bit of shading. But I won't torture you with that. So I can get another one done. Thinking. I'll have to let this yellow dry thoroughly, though, before I can put the red lines on it. But I know how I'm going to finish this one. So, and I'll take photos of them, but I won't share the photos until the recipients have received them. Hey, Jasper. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I like it. For Miss Kimberly, 557. All right, I have to go back and read chat. What's Dee Dee's story and she's sticking to it? Oh, you must be talking about typos. All right. Right now, while I'm thinking about it, I'll just use a jelly roll. I want to make sure everything's dry except right up there. Best way to get your white pens to write is right on your skin. I don't know why that is, but it is. And then still it doesn't work. Now this is really trying to pick up the red watercolor. So did I just trash out my pen? I hate when that happens. That's a sparkly one. It's a white one that may or may not write. Probably the best thing to do, honestly. We'll see if the glass pen will write with the white ink. Nope. All right, I'm going to have to go find a new white jelly pen, I guess. No, that'll work. don't want too much, but I would like some. Because it's water soluble, it cleans up really nicely. All right, the only thing I have left to do is how I'm going to finish it up and put the red line on there. So Kimberly, that's coming your way, only I will add something to it. Oops. Kind of Christmassy, but not really Christmassy, right? So you're welcome, Kimberly. Thanks for my tag. All right. Kimberly, you pick out the next initial. How about that? Hi, Ann Makes. Sharon. I know I probably missed a bunch of you coming in. I'm sorry. Hi, I appreciate you being here. I think the next one I am going to use markers. I'm going to use the new markers that Dee Dee sent. And I'll leave all this other junk out just in case I got to use it. These are the new markers that Dee Dee sent. It'll definitely go faster. These are nice. I think they're pronounced Mogan. Yeah, Mogan, whatever. They're really nice, 72 colors. And I haven't really had a chance to play with them much, so we're doing it today. D for Dorothy. All right, D for Dorothy. Are you just feeling bad because I chewed her out earlier, Kimberly? You don't have to do that, but we will do a D. D's have a hole in the middle of them. Here's the D that's shown in the book. Primarily red and white. I guess I can put these aside for now. Well, I might want to draw with them, so I'll leave them out just in case. She's had a rough couple of weeks. Okay. So, Kimberly, are you saying I probably should just be nice to her? Is that what you're saying? She's had a rough couple of weeks. I know she has had a rough couple of weeks. So, I suppose I should probably just try and be a little bit nicer. Dorothy, I'm going to be nice for a little while. It probably won't last long, but yeah. I'm going to use the less rough side of the paper. Since I'm using the markers, I don't think it really matters, but yeah. What did I say? 1.5 inches. I hate when icky stuff happens around the holidays. I really do. Why couldn't we just have a month of sheer bliss? Would that be too much to ask? You like to stay on the good side of the copper stick? Okay, I can't say that I blame you for that, Kimberly. Barbara, why don't you go to the corner? Hi, Mary. All righty. We're going to draw ourselves a D, and we'll let the embellishments flow over like we did with Kimberly's. So just the main part of the D. A stencil would have been so much easier. I'm going to have to look for a 2.5 inch, 3 inch nice stencil. Let's see, I want that part of it to be there. Draw the lines in pencil, so if you have to make corrections, I want that a little bit fatter. Yeah, you got erasers to save your worthless butt. Does that look about even? Now, if you wanted to get really picky about this, like I could cut this in half if I want the top and the bottom half to be exact. I'm not going to do it, but you could draw the top half, put it on a transfer paper, flip it over, and then you're going to be sure to get the same image on opposite sides, whether it's right, left, top, bottom, doesn't matter. But that's primarily why I use transfer paper, is if I want something very symmetrical on both sides of the middle. That one, it looks pretty good. I'll bring you down a little bit closer where you can see. I think I've got this a little bit off. I'll make Dorothy's a little bit more Christmassy. But this would be the perfect application for getting the top and the bottom of the D exact. We're eyeballing it. The mistakes will show up later. How about that? That's good. Looks pretty good to me. Squint and look at the screen and see. Hi, kitty cat Jen. You spend at least a third of your life in the naughty corner. That's probably why I like you so much. Barbara's really not naughty. Okay, so we're going to bring this up. I think like that. And this down like that. And rather than do the daisies or whatever were on there, I want that a little bit fatter though. I'd rather go fatter than skinnier, honestly. So yeah, that looks good. Let's do some little bit of holly. And up here. No, I'm going to do that a little different, I think. Dorothy, this probably can't get to you by Christmas. Holly D. Okay, time for a sip. I didn't put the lid back on my pen. Now I can't find the pen. All right, let's use the markers. Well, I'll outline it first, I think. Concentrating. Can't talk and concentrate at the same time, you know. Okay, I'm just sitting here thinking, do I want to do those in black and do like a color book or not? I don't think I do. I think I want them. Probably should have drawn them with the watercolor pencils, but oh well, whatever. Might be here for your birthday. When's your birthday again, Dorothy? I should write these things down when you guys tell me. Tell everybody your birthday so we can say happy early birthday from now until whenever it is. All right, I got enough of the graphite up that it won't show. Erase my lines. All right, I am going to use the red. What did I do with the Staedtler pencils? I just had them. Okay, here we go. I'm going to leave the white of the paper rather than doing it all red and then trying to do the white on top of it. I think I'm going to, that's going to be more pink, I think. Let's see which color we like best. Do we want a more orange red? Let's see which red in the markers I'm going to use. Probably that one. Which is a little bit more of the orange, so. Did Raul come in? Not have. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Raul. Laying in bed and sick, my whole body. Oh, Raul, I'm sorry. Well, when you're laying in bed, later, go back and watch Dee Dee's stream from this morning. It'll cheer you up because it was happy and it was funny. And the Fibs were all having a good time. So go back and watch Dee Dee's stream. That'll cheer you up. Okay. And I'm actually drawing kind of like negative. These are the outlines of what'll be. Let's see, this is about the middle here. Yeah, I want the same thing, so. All right, we can make that work. Okay, that's pretty even, I think. And those all be done with markers. All right, let's give this a go. If we don't like it, it's still paper, and I can draw another one. This is going to go quicker than the watercolor for sure. Dual tip, dude. We can make the little humpies. I'll just do these while I'm at it, since I know. All right, moving on. We'll add some gold to this too. I'm just not sure where. I might outline the white. Did Dorothy say when her birthday was? I know I asked and then I spaced out looking, so. Is it the end of the month? Bye, Shelly. Yeah, you going to the dentist? Ugh, I hate that more than anything. So somebody tell me when Dorothy said her birthday was. And I'll try, let me think. I won't need to go to the post office to get a stamp for this because I do have international postage. So I can get it out in the mail hopefully tomorrow. Works better if I color toward myself. Nice markers, Dee. Good choice. Thank you. They feel juicy, juicy. December 30th. Okay. Day before my sister-in-law's birthday. And I have a cousin who also had a birthday on the 31st, but he passed away this year. So I think having a birthday near a major holiday is a ripoff. Just saying. Yeah, this is for Christmas and your birthday. What? That's a ripoff. Thanks, you guys. All right, let's pick a fun green. I think I'd like a darker green rather than a Kelly green. Let's see. Yeah, that's almost like the Viridian green that I used in watercolors, so let's use it. I will shade these too, probably with colored pencil. Let's see how much time we've got left when I'm done. Otherwise, I'll have to finish them off stream. But I won't have to worry about food tonight because I made a big pot of spaghetti over the weekend and it was so good. So I'm looking forward to having leftovers, actually. Okay, this one I did whole. Fix this. No, I'll just use this red. All right, I'm thinking, do I want to do the inside with red or... Because I'm not sure that the gold is going to show up that great on the white. Hi, Jacqueline. Let's just see. Well, that can't... Oh, the Posca picked up the green from when I was using on Kimberly's. All right, we'll just go ahead and use the gold. It's probably going to pick up the red too, if I had to guess. Because those are water-based markers, so chances are good, yep. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Come on, focus, you freak. There we go. Gold looks good. Now I'm wondering, it is all festive, right? Need to fix. You know what? I am going to outline them in black. The black just makes it crisper, so. This one looks far more formal, like you could wear it to a fancy party or something, right? Like I know anything about going to a fancy party. I don't know squat about going to fancy parties. Hi, Princess Nicole. I hope I haven't missed too many of you. Do we want green polka dots inside the D? Are you drawing Dee Dee's name in Christmas letters? No, I'm going to send this to Dot. Kimberly picked D for Dorothy because Dorothy's had a really rough couple of weeks. And so, and I did, if you came in late, this one I did for Kimberly. Dee Dee picked her initial because she's just all around cool kid. Well, no, I need to get out the other red pen because reds can be different, but I had to do that little bit there. And then I will go ahead and add a border or something before I mail. So we got 2 done today, and I've still got 50 minutes. You all decide if, hi, Cat and Paste. If I want to do polka dots, I think green polka dots inside the D would look good. Thanks, Colleen. All right, are you goofballs going to answer or not? And if I've got time, I'll go ahead and probably do the border on Dorothy's because I'm just going to repeat the holly around the edge. Kimberly's will be a surprise. Yes, green polka dots. Okay, I have to have 2 people answer me or I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to sit here and talk about nonsense. The question was, should I put green polka dots inside the D or just leave it fancy? The polka dots will dumb it down a little, I think. Sharon's saying yes, polka dots. All right, we're just going to use the tip of, nope, not that tip. Well, how big would the polka dot be? That size polka dot. Considering the space available, I don't know, that brush nib is pretty good. The other choice would be, except my green paperweights. I pretty much, that's what pisses me off. Certain colors, no. Certain colors I use up faster than others. And I don't have any green. I'm just looking what other greens I have available that would make a little bit bigger polka dot. Nope. All right, it's going to be the brush nib, I guess. It's not like I don't have 1,000 pens around here. That makes crisper dots. Okay, we're going with our Crayola Super Tip green. This is another color I run out of in the Super Tips. Try and make them all somewhat uniform, right? You almost can't go wrong with polka dots ever, can you? There's some things that will absolutely fit in anywhere. Yeah, I'm glad we decided on the green dots. And they didn't dumb it down too terribly much. So we're good. We're good. At this point, too, there's a lot of things you can do. And maybe I'll do it on Dorothy's. Let's see if my white pen's going to work now. If not, I'm going to just go get a new one because I'm tired of fighting with freaking white pens. This one's almost out, so I need to quit being such a crybaby. Y'all can call me a crybaby now. Polka. Like the dance. Cat and paste. I have no clue why it would be polka dots. Have no idea. Unless people who did the polka liked clothing with dots on them. Hang on, I'm going to get a new white pen. I keep the excess in the other room. Thanks, Jen. All right, get out some black paper here. Nothing better than a brand new white jelly roll, is there? So satisfying. All right. I forgot to outline the dots on this one. Where'd my black pen go? How can I lose stuff in like 2 seconds? Because I put it back where it belongs. That's how. Amazing what that little white dot will do. Oh, I need to put tape on this. This is how I because I'm so lame. This is how I have to mark it for myself, that this is my new white pen and always dependable. I put some washi around it so I know this is the new one. I hope so, Jen. I hope people are excited about doing it. I'm excited. I need a darker green. Let's see if I have a darker green. And I won't get the colored pencils out. I just use a marker to shade a little bit. When I get the bird book from Dee Dee, I am going to pick a picture out of it, and I am going to color it on stream. I'm not a big color person. I mean, I color a lot, but usually it's stamps or... But I will do one of the bird pictures. The one that has the best snark. I don't have a lot of room here to play with, so. And I'll get out the green. If I can remember what I did with it, it's right here. Because holly has shiny leaves. Just put a little shine on some of those leaves. You have to be pretty close up to see this. Does anybody else love jelly rolls? I love them. Love them. You want to do it too, Kat? That's kind of not your thing, though, is it? All right. Let me figure out here. Okay. From the, here to the edge is about a ½ inch, and I bet it's about a... Look at that, ½ inch on that one, too. Woot, woot. All right, so let's do a ½ inch up from the edge, because I might want to ink the edge. Give ourselves a little border here. It'll just look more finished with a border, some inked edges. And I think I know what I'm going to do for the background, so. All right, and I'll probably need... Should I do a ½ inch? Thinking. I love jelly rolls, the pens, and the pastry, but not the ones on my waist. Yeah, cat and paste. I like the way Denise approaches it as well. But keep in mind, too, Denise has her mother's warehouse to shop in. So there's that. Actually, one of the things I'm really looking forward to this year with this scavenger hunt is the alphabet approach to it. I've got so many different ideas of how I'm going to approach it, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm really going to like the whole alphabet approach to it. All right, so I should use a circle template, but I'm not going to. I'm going to repeat the holly. I'm going to try and keep it as uniform as I can. And after I do the corners, I'll know about how much space I'll have left. And if it's not exact, it's fine. Oh, wait a minute here. I want to come out there. When I color these in, though, I'll fix them. Okay, let me pick out the center here. I like how the D actually goes into the border. I like that. I couldn't have planned it. I didn't plan it, but I'm glad it worked out that way. That does not look centered. What the heck? It is. What the heck? All right. Get my black pen. I'm going to do the border. Hey, Julie Topaz girl. TPG. Let's ink it up. See how easy a ruler makes things? I'm leaving just a little white space where the D's enter, so you can tell that it's a continuation of the D and not the border. Just pick up enough graphite where I can see what's under there, but it shouldn't show through. That's the plan. Oh, I know why that looks like it's not centered, because I cut those a little short. Okay. That explains that. All right. Let's color. I'm going to do the outlines, and then I'll come back with the brush tip and make this go a little faster. When I'm sitting here alone, it wouldn't bother me, but you guys here, I'll try and speed it up. Using my new markers. Actually, if I wanted to, I didn't even think about it till just now. I probably could have looked in my Christmas stamps, because I bet I have a nice holly rubber stamp. And I would do that. It wouldn't bother me to use like a rubber stamp. I will, Dorothy. I will. Yeah, it would not bother me to use a rubber stamp. With my own original artwork. Wouldn't bother me a bit. If it was something that I could make work. One stream I should probably just get out all my hundreds of Christmas stamps and show you guys. How many more streams do we have before Christmas? Probably not many. What's today? The 11th. So we got what? 2 weeks until Christmas. The last week will be busy because I'll have to buy a mountain of flipping groceries again. The nice thing about Christmas Eve, though, I only do Christmas Eve and then I go to my brother's on Christmas Day. Christmas Eve is more like a party. My parents always did kind of like a party on Christmas Eve where you didn't have a meal, you did a bunch of finger food. So all I got to do is get some shrimp and lunch meats and chips and dips and cheese and crackers and stuff like that. So it's not like there's a lot of cooking. No, they're Mogan, I think is how you pronounce it. Dee Dee sent them to me for Christmas. And I have been literally so busy. I've not had time to do anything. I told her the day I got them, I'm going to sit on the couch tonight and swatch them. And I had every intention to. But I sat down on the couch, turned on the TV. I could find absolutely nothing to watch. Nothing. There was literally nothing I even wanted to stare at for an hour. Or two even. So I went and read instead. That's a pretty common practice around here. I think, oh, I'll just sit and watch TV tonight, not sweat. And then I turn on the TV and I'm so disgusted by the crap that's on there. I just turn it off and go read or come out here and art or something. Television selection is pitiful. And I have cable and I probably pay for 100 channels, easy probably. I don't know how many there are on there. There's a lot. You'd think you could find one show that would be worth watching. Can't find a one of them. So my default is always murder shows. Forensic Files or something like that, how they solve mysteries and not because I desperately want to know. One, I always wonder what the hell makes these people tick. That's probably the biggest single reason. And then the other reason is it can be on in the background and I don't even care if I listen or not. Has TV always been this rotten, or is this a new phenomenon? I suspect it's always been equally awful. I've never been a huge TV watcher, though. And I canceled some of the streaming services, so I don't even have that garbage to watch. So I'm such a whiner. So go to bed, crybaby. I like Wednesday night. Wednesday night is my favorite. Survivor and I have never watched The Amazing Race much, but I did this year. Of course, now I have favorites. I would probably read over swatching too, right, Dee Dee? Yeah. Poor Cat and Pace has watched so many Hallmark Christmas movies. Her sanity is in jeopardy. Okay. I take pride, Cat, in saying I have not watched even one. I'm sure we have the Hallmark Channel. Pretty sure. And if Robert gets a hold of the control, we're going to be watching Bugs and Worms. And I just call that anything wildlife, outdoor, anything like that. He's going to choose Bugs and Worms over anything else. And usually I don't even care what's on. I'm not going to watch it anyway. That's why I have to have a whole nother art studio out on the couch. But I do have a dilemma over what I want to use for the Beast next year. Do I want to continue with the Traveler's Notebook? Go back to the old Beast? I saw Hallmark Christmas movies. Imagine that. Okay. You quit cable altogether. Thanks, Nicole. I'll watch with Robert. Yeah, see, that's why I just usually hand him the remote and say pick something because I really do not care. I get so disgusted. And he gets bored pretty easily too. And he'll watch an hour or so and then just go, I'm going to bed. Adios. But if it wasn't for Robert, I'm pretty sure I would cancel cable. I just don't see how I'm even remotely getting my money's worth. I'll go back in and color where I've missed a couple of little spots there. Yeah. It's easier to outline after you're done than try and stay in the lines coloring, in my opinion. I'll do that last. Yeah, I just went ahead and did it, so. I should have made that one a little bit longer, but oh well. I hope I get a chance to do the background too for you. So Dorothy's not going to get any surprises because I'm doing it all on stream, which is fine. Be good. You guys can see a finished product. Kimberly will get a little surprise on hers. Dorothy, I really don't think this can get there before Christmas. So, yeah, I won't say Merry Christmas on it. I'll say Happy Birthday. I do have some stuff going overseas, which I know is probably not going to get there. But oh well. Or international. All right, let's clean up the few little spaces that I goofed up. I don't think there were many. Oh, look at it. It's all festive. Barbara leaving. Bye, Barbara. Have a fun evening. Oh, I'll do the shading later. Let me go ahead. I will put the white dots on because they make a huge difference. And I have a little bit of cleanup to do with some graphite, but that's no big deal. Okay, I think for the background, what I want to do is take the gold pen. Hopefully this is going to work. But with the gold pen, it won't be too much in your face. In your face. I wonder if the smaller one would work for me. For everything except the middle line, I think. All right, let's make sure this bad boy's writing. All right, now this is going to get scary because you had a letter that came in 5 days. Oh, that would be awesome. I'll try and get it out in the mail tomorrow. And since I've done all this work, because if I goof up here, this is where I could trash out the whole bad boy, you know? Your mailbox is frozen shut? Are you kidding? And I'll have to go a little bit slow because I can't go over that. Let's see how wide I want them. Do I want a 1/2 inch? Let's do a 1/2 inch since we did the border. Oops. 1/2 inch. Ah, look at me. My sleeve is catching it. It's actually drying pretty quick on this watercolor paper, so. But if I wasn't doing this on stream, I probably would wait 30 seconds or more. See, that's got a little blob, so that's going to stay wet for a minute. I might have to go back and touch up some of that black. If like right there I went over it, I'll have to go back. And touch that up, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I have on a sweater with these big old arms because it's cold here today. Been cold all week. Gonna be cold all winter. Thanks, Dee Dee. In UK, letterboxes are in your front door. There's a lot of that here in the US too. Mine's out by the road because we're rural, and the mailman just has to drive by, dump it in your box, and say adios. And then I have to walk up and get it, which is no big deal. Don't care. And if we have packages or something, they will drive them down to the house. Do you think the lines in the background are too big a distraction? Go ahead and tell me if yes. I don't really care. Tell me if you think it is. To me, it just makes it look more finished. So that big white background, I think, would bother me. And again, I just let the line from the serif leave little edges so I don't cover up the black. Another thing I could have done with the background, maybe I can, no, I won't do it on Kimberly's because I know what I'm doing on hers. I could have gotten out a rubber stamp of a snowflake or anything. And used well, hell, I could have stamped it in the gold too. I kind of like this though. The reason I touch right there where it ends is it gets a little ball of paint. And that's where you're headed for trouble. Aw, Kat, thanks so much. Now we're going to take the little tiny end of this one. Put little dots. If you wanted to get really fancy, which I'm not going to do, Dorothy, so you could shade it so it looks like this is puffy. There's a tons of way to do this background that makes it look way cool. I don't think it detracts from the D, though. And pay attention to what paper you're working on, because you probably should start at the left and work to the right so you're not getting your hands in what you've just done. But this watercolor paper is sucking up this ink and drying it immediately. So I'm not really concerned about doing that. All right, did I forget anywhere? I've just got a few little minutes left. Let me go ahead and do the shine on the leaves. I didn't even do anything messy today, and I have a mess. How does that happen? And I will shade the center of those. I'm just kind of watching my time right now, because I'm getting really close to the end. And then I'm going to go eat like a pig. Spaghetti and garlic bread and a salad. So now I've made you guys hungry. So my job here is finished. We'll go ahead and do at least one of them. All right, can you guys see the difference there? Ah, Nicole, that's so nice of you. Thank you. What did Alyssa say? Oh, I've watched both of them, Alyssa. Thank you, Ann Makes. So the only other thing I'm thinking about, you probably won't notice it, or do I just want to leave it like this? Right now, it's very nice and clean. So there's that. But I think to make the D stand out a little bit, hang on. I'm going to have to stand up. No, I've enjoyed both of your videos, Alyssa. Do it. Keep it up. It's fun. In no time at all, you'll have like a whole library, and then you'll just be like so happy. The ideas are difficult to come up with. Well, what I would say is, I don't know if you guys enjoy watching what I do, but generally when I'm doing stuff on stream, I'm doing the stuff I enjoy doing. And that's why you'll see a lot of illuminated lettering. Oh, before I get right down there on the thing. Yeah, that will be just, you won't even notice it. Do the things you enjoy doing, or the things you're knowledgeable about. Dee Dee's good at everything, so she can get away with almost anything. For me, probably the most difficult thing, and usually I can't keep my damn mouth shut, but it's talking throughout the stream. Is I get busy doing what I'm doing, and I forget that there are people here waiting for me to open my mouth and say something brilliant like I normally do. See, you can't even notice that it's there, but it makes a difference. So yeah, that to me is the hardest part. When I'm doing something intense like this, intense, where it needs a lot of attention, reading chat. Of course, you're not doing lives, but reading chat and responding. Dee Dee is a freaking pro at that. But I think you get the hang of it. Just do it. And yeah. And one thing I would say to all streamers, especially new streamers, is don't expect that your channel's going to grow rapidly. It takes a lot of word of mouth. Getting yourself out there. Fortunately for us, we have Dee Dee, who has already built an amazing audience that we can glom onto. I don't like people who come to Dee Dee's channel just to glom on to her audience, but I mean, we're so fortunate that we have Dee Dee, who has built her audience, and that we know all the fibs, I mean, that makes a big difference. But believe me, the fibs may talk to their other friends, other channels will start talking about you, and before you know it, your channel will start growing. It really will. So just don't lose patience. I thought your first one where you showed the journals you had gotten, that was an awesome one. And if you like planners and journaling and stuff like that, your audience will grow, because there is a huge audience out there for that. Yeah, do what you like. Dee Dee does help our channels, and we all owe her a huge thank you for that, because she's got a big enough audience that her videos get recommended a lot. Her channel grows, and as it grows, those people that watch those videos hear our names. And Alyssa, you're going to remain famous forever because you created Crazy Arms. So yeah, and another thing I'll give Dee Dee credit for, and I mean, I could go on all day long. Dee Dee is kind, she's generous, and she promotes our channels and promotes all of us so well. I mean, she's so amazing to do that, because she could just as easily say, screw you guys, I did it on my own, you figure it out. But she doesn't. She promotes us. She talks about us. I mean, yeah. Yeah, they're Crazy Arms. Seth Apter now has 7,000 followers. Seth deserves 7,000 followers. I mean, his in my opinion, his channel should have grown faster because he does amazing things if you like what he does. You know, he's an art journal guy and he has good products and stuff like that. You know, what does Dee Dee have? 15,000? Dee Dee, are you over 15,000 subbies now? Dee Dee's got a lot of subbies. And she leaves her chat up so that people who are watching can, you know, at least feel like they're participating when they read the chat. All right. Just that little bit of gray helped, I think. Yep. I agree, Alyssa. Dee Dee is selfless to the max. She is. She's good to all of us. And not to mention, she has awesome content. I mean, there's a lot of channels out there with awesome content. Dee Dee just happens to be one of them. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do on this now, Dorothy wanted me to sign it, so I'll sign it. Right down here. I could also sign it on the back, but I'll do it here. And this is 12/23. So just a little thing. You're welcome, Dee Dee. I don't say anything that I wouldn't say to your, well, I say it to your face all the time. I tell her, this is what I'm like with Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you need to quit being so damn nice. You're too nice. Don't be so nice. That's me talking to Dee Dee. He's doing a live walkabout. That'll be cool. God, you'll get to see the crap on the street, the homeless people, protesters. Who wouldn't want to watch that? I think, Anne, you're not saying anything that any one of us couldn't say. And say happily, you know. I don't mind giving Dee Dee a lot of the praise. Now, how the hell did I get a little bit more on that edge? I have to measure that because I have goofed up. That was 2, 1, 2. Okay, I got a little bit more on one edge. I must have been talking and not paying attention. Why do you guys make me talk and not pay attention? Yeah, who needs TV when we have each other? Exactly, Alyssa. All right. It's got to be even or I won't sleep tonight. I made this edge, which is going to mean everything is not completely centered. But if you pay attention to that, then you're a bigger freak than me. And I would not admit that out in public. Okay. Yeah, I do watch a lot of the streamers. And I lurk at a lot as well when they're live. Because unless I'm moderating, generally when other people are streaming, I'm busy doing something. I even take you guys into the bathroom with me. All right. Fix that. All right, Dorothy's, other than doing what little bit of shading I have left to do in those leaves, Dorothy's is done. So I should be able to get an envelope addressed and get it in the mail tomorrow, because I do have the correct postage. I don't know why inked edges just look so good to me. And on something like this, I try and do it a little bit neater than I would on, say, a mixed media page. All right, Dot. There's your Illuminated Letter. Focus, you freak. There we go. 70,000. Okay, that sounds more like it. So that's pretty good. Yeah, the inking always somehow helps it. So, but see how just a little bit, like the borders in the background just makes it a little bit extra, you know? Thanks, Alyssa. All right, you guys, my 3 hours are up and over. So thanks so much for spending your afternoon with me. I appreciate it a ton. Now I'm going to clean up this goofy mess, finish Kimberly's, and try and get these out in the mail tomorrow so you guys have them. And I just broke my nails, so now I got to cut my nails too. I'm glad, Dorothy, and you're welcome. So, yeah, go out, put up with all the weirdos that you have to put up with. Try not to kill them. Maybe a little kindness. And I love you guys. And I'll see you somewhere around the interwebs, okay? This one I will post on Instagram, but I won't post Kimberly's until she gets it, all right? All right, you guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Adios, amigos.